chat if you are watching and listening, and make sure to tell us how it sounds. We love that feedback.
All right, Chet Nichols.
Here we go. I got a new attitude. I left behind my blues. I got my shiny skull ring. Not to be mistaken with skull ring. That's just I don't write those kind of songs. I got my shiny skull ring, leather jacket, my new pair of shoes. And I got a new suit of clothes. I got a pretty red rose. I got a chip on my shoulder, carry that thing wherever I go. Some may break and some may bend, but I've been through it all, but I come back again. And I pulled through, and I got a new attitude. And I got a shot in the dark, I got a rejuvenated heart. I got a life I want to live, one I just been dying to start. 'Cause I got that monkey off my back, I left him down on the track. Made a deal with that old friend, I ain't ever going back. 'Cause some may break and some may bend. This time I'm looking for somebody, a lover and a friend. Yeah, and just one little spark. Guess what? I got a shot in the dark. I got an ace up my sleeve, I'm on a winning streak. Oh, 7 come 11 lady lucks riding with me. 'Cause I got a new attitude, I left behind my blues. I got my shiny skull ring, leather jacket, my new pair of shoes. One night with you, yeah, one night with you. Hey baby, just one night with you. And I got a new attitude, I got a new attitude. I got a new attitude, I got a new attitude.
Yes, sir.
And I brought it with me tonight.
All right, Chet Nichols with the new attitude, and love that song. I think I've heard that before, and really like that one. So, Chet, how's life been treating you?
Life's been good. I weathered 2 storms and a wreck on 85 to get here today. And
Oh. Well, we saw a storm coming in, but it never came here.
No.
Did you cause all 3 of those?
probably.
All right, just make sure, because I'm worried about that skull ring situation.
Probably.
Well, since we brought it up earlier, I want to quickly talk about that beautiful Gibson guitar. How long have you had that thing?
I've not had it long, less than a year.
Man, it sounds good. Somebody's had it for a while.
Yeah, I had probably 10 years ago, I had a friend come over and play locally around the Wilson Rocky Mountain area. He brought this thing in, and I said, man, I had never seen you play that before. And he said, well, I've had it for years, man. And he said, I really don't have any, personal ties to it, man. I don't play it. You want it? I'm like,
Yeah, man.
He just removed all emotional attachment. He's not a good salesman.
Kim, do you ever run into any people like that?
I wish.
You want it?
Didn't your previous guitar, wasn't it? It had been custom painted, wasn't you? Weren't you the one with that the artful guitar?
I did. Yeah, I carried one to
Yeah.
the Carver to the Songwriter Circle one.
Oh, yeah.
Songwriter Circle,
That thing was gorgeous.
I think
love
we've
that.
had the guy who does those paintings here on the show. I forget his name, but
I
yeah.
do
It was
too.
amazing stuff.
That was the guitar was done by my friend Joe McClendon, who is the counselor of the hobo camp that we go to every Wednesday night. It's a studio outside of Bailey, North Carolina. We go over there. Me and my guitar player Michael Hart. I think you've met.
Yes.
Probably all met before.
Yep.
We go
And
over
that
there
is from the band Repeat Offenders.
Exactly. Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well,
So,
Joe, we want to get as much music in as we can, so
okay, absolutely.
whatever you'd like to play.
Long story on this one.
Oh, yeah.
Or short story on the long story. 10 years went by, and he got back with it. Man, I think I finally decided to let that thing go. And anyway, so we kind of negotiated on a little while on price. And anyway, so.
Well, it's still in beautiful shape,
Sounds
and
great.
it sounds wonderful.
Yes, it does. Absolutely. 1974 custom Dove.
Stop.
All right, what's next? My choice?
Your choice.
Wait, can we can do requests? I did not know that.
we can do requests. It depends on what the requests are, I guess.
Yeah, your choices are going to be better than mine.
All right. Well, I'm going to do mine. Let's see. This is called Storms Are Coming. No pun on today's drive, because actually it has nothing to do with the weather at all. So. Storms are coming. Storms are coming. Storms are coming. Ooh, storms are coming. But there's a fire in the sky. Can't nobody deny. But it's burning so bright, we're all losing sight of what's wrong and what's right. And there's a talk on the street, a language I don't speak, but it's loud and clear, and it's spreading fear in a lot of faces I meet. Batten the hatches, prepare for the worst. Hit the door running, storms are coming. The storms are coming. Well, there's a chill in the air. Can't you feel it everywhere? Hearts are growing colder as our compassion smolders like we just don't care. We got a fight on our hands. It's all across this land. They're the ones that's winning, they're the ones that's sinning. It's time to make a stand. Batten the hatches, prepare for the worst. Hit the door running, storms are coming. Batten the hatches, prepare for the worst. Hit the door running, 'cause storms are coming. But there's a plague on this land. Somebody got blood on their hands. How can we be so assumptuous, talking about something we don't understand? But there's dues to be paid, and there's plans to be made. And if we just look for what's good and do like we should, we'll find a better way. Batten the hatches, prepare for the worst. Hit the door running, 'cause storms are coming. The storms are coming. Batten the hatches, prepare for the worst. Hit the door running. are coming. Storms are coming. Storms are coming. Storms are coming.
That was almost an aloof song.
All right.
Almost a what song?
That was almost an aloof song.
Aloof.
That was our theme for the first half hour of the show was aloof.
Chet, how old is that song?
Not long, within a year.
I thought it was a new one.
Yeah.
So you've been writing much?
Not as much as before, but when it comes to me.
Yeah. And so that's something we often ask here is, do you have I got to get up at 5 in the morning and write my song? To you, it's just like when it comes, right?
I went through that phase. I did that 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, Tuesday night, Thursday night, Sunday night. I'm going to write from 7 to 9, 7 to 10. And some good songs came out of it, don't get me wrong. And it's great. It's a great tool. It's great practice. But a lot of times I found that on those particular nights, I really didn't have anything to write about. And I'm not good about just pulling something out of there. I need something around me to tell me what to write about.
So we need to send some people down there and just bring some turmoil into your life.
Exactly. That's what I need.
So we got any plans to do any recording of these new songs coming up?
We actually did. We took the whole band to a studio in Raleigh
Oh yeah.
and did what started as like a 6-song demo. And I was really pleased. I'm thinking of expanding that and making a full-length one, but
And so you're sort of teasing us about.
kind of teasing
We're
myself.
not. We're not sure when this might come out into the public.
Exactly. But it will eventually. I'm confident of that.
Now, you
Awesome.
did put out a fantastic CD. Was it 3 or 4 years ago, Demolition Day?
I think that was, 2018, 2019, yeah, 3, 4, 5 years ago.
Fantastic CD, and you still have it out for people to buy
I
if they. And where can they do that?
At my shows.
They come and see you live, and they can buy Demolition Day.
Speaking of which,
We got one coming up.
we got one coming up. I'll be at the Kraken
Woo!
this coming Thursday.
Oh, that's with Stan
14th
Lewis,
with Stan
the Reveler
Lewis.
himself.
The Reveler Residency.
All right.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Everybody get over there and get yourself a CD and tip Chet
There you go.
generously. And what time? Remember what time this starts?
Show's at 8.
Cracking 30.
Not cracking 30 exactly. I think that's how the time runs there.
All right.
But,
So
set for 8, and I think I go on at 9.
awesome. And Chet will play at 8 then, I guess.
No, I'll play at 9.
You mean
I'll play
No,
at
I mean
Stan
Stan.
will play at 8.
Stan will play at 8. Chet will play at 9.
There you go.
Yeah, I think he's kind of adopted that. Jonathan Byrd kind of started this process a couple of years ago, well, several years ago, where he would bring a guest in, but he would play for the first hour, do a set, and then he would walk off stage, and then the guest would do a set, and then Stan would come back and do another set.
Nice.
And it's really a good format. I think
Awesome.
it works well.
Well, I think the way he's got set up now is he does an hour and then turns it over to the guests, and they do an hour.
And you just take it and close it out. Fantastic.
Which
Awesome.
I kind of like a little better because the longer you set, you get a little more momentum going and a little more.
You get into a groove.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, but you don't have to wait till next Thursday because we've got Chet right here playing more music.
We're just wetting your whistle tonight. You get the good stuff next
There you
Thursday.
We got good stuff here.
I'm not holding back on you guys. Come on, man. You know.
All right, Chet. How about another one?
All right. Well, this I wrote, I think in 2020, pandemic times. I did not know this. The Wilson Arts, which they branded now as Wilson Arts. They were the Wilson Arts Council, whatever.
Are you saying that word right? I always heard it was Wilson.
Well, that's how we say it at home. I try to be a little.
Just checking.
But I am proud of my heritage, so let's do that again. Wilson.
Amen, brother.
All right. Well, I did not know this, man. They had hosted the North Carolina Short Film Festival for 3 years. I did not know that.
I
This
did not
was
know
the
that
third
either.
year, and it was COVID year, so they could not do it in theater, so they did it online. It was a 3-day event, and they wanted a song to open up the event or whatever. So I wrote them this song, and what kind of song do you write about a film festival? You write a song about the movies, right? Exactly right. So this is called Just Like in the Movies. Out on Highway 41, wind blowing through your hair. You don't know where you're going, you just don't really care, 'cause there's a better life somewhere, just waiting up over that rise, where life ain't make-believe. The sun sets through the trees, just like in the movies. So you wake up every morning, same routine another day. You clock in at the factory, you're overworked and underpaid. You stop down at the Easy Mart, you buy a lotto, go home and watch TV. They match the numbers on the screen, now it's life on Easy Street, just like in the movies. Like on the silver screen, zombies come out of the night. Newcomer steals the scene. Oh, and the good guys win the fight. From out of nowhere comes this superhero that saves a damsel in distress. He shakes the dust off his sleeve, walks out in the street, just like in the movie. Yeah, like on that silver screen, zombies come out of the night. Newcomer steals the scene. Oh, and the good guys win the fight. Out of nowhere, superhero saves a damsel in distress, brushes the dust off his sleeve, then walks out in the street, just like in the movie. Tired of being all alone, looking at someone you can love, turn this house into a home, and you're about ready to give up, when right out of the darkness, just like a ghost, she magically appears. She's like no one you've ever seen, full of life and mystery, just like in the movie. Like on the silver screen, zombies come out of the night. A newcomer steals the scene. Oh, and the good guys always win the fight. Then out of nowhere, a superhero saves a damsel in distress, shakes the dust off his sleeve, walks out in the street, just like in the movies. Your life ain't make-believe, the sun sets through the trees, just like in the movies. So shake that dust off your sleeve, drive off into the breeze, and whatever you do, do it just like in the movie.
Chet, you, from the moment you started strumming your guitar, you just came in here with so much energy. And every show I've been to where you're playing, you set the tone of high energy. How is that from practice, or where do you get that?
Half a bottle of Fireball.
Okay.
I think it's from the
That's a
mountain.
good call right there.
Okay, yeah. Also that.
It's the Mountain Dew.
Is it? Yeah, that'll
Hey, look, little caffeine and Fireball goes a long way.
no, that'll fire you up. I've never seen you play a show where the energy was not exactly where it needed to be. It's not too much, where you're just manic on stage. And also, you maintain that energy, draw us in, and your guitar playing is super precise. We can hear every lyric. And I got to imagine it's got to be from a lot of practice. You've been all gigged up this year, haven't you?
It's you play regular. I mean, it's,
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, though. When you sit down and hang out with Chet for a few minutes, he's just such a super chill dude.
Yeah.
So you're not wound up half a bottle of Fireball guy sitting on the couch in the green room.
right.
It comes out when you get up on stage and you start playing.
Everybody, we are here enjoying our time with Chet Nichols tremendously. Chet's go-to social media site is on Facebook. So get out there, Chet Nichols, just like it sounds. And tonight's show, as always, is being live streamed. The video, we've got plenty of music with Chet still here to come. So, Bob, how do people find this stream?
Whoop ass the hat. That's
What?
at WHUP. Pass the hat on all of your favorite streaming services, and your favorite streaming services are YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. YouTube and Facebook will keep them forever, so we've got a big archive going on, a few years since we've been doing live streams out there on both of those services. Twitch keeps them for 2 weeks, so we have a very short archive, but a fantastic platform in Twitch. So however you get your live streams, go out there and find at Whoop Ass the Hat. Find this live stream, all the previous ones, like us, follow us, and catch all the ones coming up.
And the audio from all of our shows over the last 8+ years, I think that's what we are.
We're at 8 years now, yeah.
We're at 8
Wow.
years now. Goes by fast. Is at WHUPFM.org. Click shows, scroll down to Pass the Hat, and the high-def audio that our fine IT staff here at the station automatically records for us will be there, and you can listen to 24/7.
24/7. And you can also find us live on the TuneIn app on all of your smart devices.
I don't even know what that is, but I'm glad.
But more importantly, we have Chet Nichols here live in the studio playing us some fantastic music. Chet, what you got, man?
Well, I'm going to do a song. This probably came from too much pandemic TV watching.
Is there such a thing as too much?
I don't know, man, but
It's
I
called
learned every
called binging.
binging. I know every serial killer's life story. I know why every rock band broke
That
up.
is
I know
quality
why
viewing.
every celebrity died. But there was a particular show called Confessions of a Serial Killer.
Ooh.
And it wasn't just serial killers. They had confessions of mobsters, confessions of
Well, distinct from serial killers.
well, yeah,
It's a serial killer with a reason.
you know, with a reason, exactly. Anyway, well, they had one that was Confessions of a Con Artist. So
I'm so busted.
I took that and wrote this song. It was originally called House and Home. Then it was called Confessions of a Con Artist. And most people that's heard it just say, "Hey man, play the Con Man song." So I'm going to play the Con Man song. We don't ever trust no one. It sounds too good to be true. 'Cause when it's all said and done, well, the joke's gonna be on you. I'll tell you what you wanna hear. You think you're getting such a deal, but when those lines start to smear, that's when I'll go in for the kill. 'Cause I'm a con man. It's the only life I've known, is to take everything you own. House and home. Well, I came by it honestly, I guess. See, my daddy had the gift of gab. He left many a family in distress from stealing everything they had. But he'd always come home and say, "Kids, it's legal." See right there? They signed the papers. You just got to make them believers. See, this world, son, it's full of movers. movers and shakers. And I'm a con man, and it's the only way I've known, is to take everything you own. House and home. Well, it ain't no honest living, yeah, but I never claimed it to be. It's all taken, ain't no giving. Morality don't mean nothing to me. It's a centuries-old profession, mastered only by a few. It only comes with one confession, but it ain't personal, my friend. Just what I do. 'Cause I'm a con man. It's the only life I've known, is to take everything you own. Yeah, I'll take everything you own. So don't ever trust no one if it sounds too good to be true. 'Cause when it's all said and done, well, the joke's gonna be on you.
Oh man, Chet Nichols nailing it.
You know,
Be
most
careful, be careful when
people,
you pick up that phone.
most people roll in here with a murder ballad. I love how Chet has rolled in here with a theft ballad.
A con man ballad. Everybody likes a good con man. No, they don't.
Why that guy? Out of all the shows that you saw, why that guy?
Well, at least it didn't kill anybody. I mean,
Yeah.
It just took grandma's pension.
it just took grandma's.
That's a
pension,
family-friendly song.
you know.
Chet, you mentioned you're playing up here at the Kraken next Thursday with Stan Lewis, the Reveler, but we know you play quite heavily down in the Elm City, Rocky Mount, Wilson area. You got stuff coming up down there people can check
it
out?
comes and goes. I got September 30th. I had the whole band out in Rocky Mount at the MNO Festival, so weekend festival,
Nice.
with 4 other bands. October 20th will be at the Berkeley in Raleigh.
Oh, that's a good venue.
Their last week open.
Yeah, oh, wow, big time.
The 21st we'll be back in Wilson. October 21st we'll be back in Wilson at Casita Brewing Company.
I like that you're doing this off the top of your head. You don't have your phone in front of you and just scrolling
That's
through.
pretty incredible.
I don't rely on my phone for a lot of things. I probably should, but,
No, it's working.
but I don't.
Everybody get out there to Chet Nichols' Facebook page to follow all his comings and goings. And we have reached the top of the hour, so we are encumbered to say we are WHUP LP Hillsboro. The show is Past the Hat, and we are so fortunate, Chet, to have that little cardboard box there. If you want to grab that and hold it up, and
You're
Bob
a spokesmodel now.
will tell us what that is.
That's right. We are fortunate to have a second hour sponsor, and that sponsor is Matthews Chocolate. Support for this hour of Past the Hat is sweetly provided by Matthews Chocolates, 104 North Churton Street, Hillsboro, North Carolina. The finest in chocolate and chocolate accessories for all of your chocolate needs. And let's face it,
You
we all
have chocolate needs.
Y'all head over to Matthews. He spent some long nights this past week making truffles. He's not had truffles in a while, so get over there and buy out the few he has left. They're fantastic, and always the chocolate bark, the gelato machine, and the
The sorbet machine is working
are
again.
running fine, and his flavors are off the hook.
Do you know what he has this week? Grapple. He has a grape apple sorbet.
Grapple.
Isn't grapple like eggs and sausage mixed together?
That's scrapple.
Scrapple.
Oh,
And that's
okay.
cornmeal.
We don't want to go there.
That would probably not make a good sorbet. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Play us another song, Chet.
All right. Let's see then.
You got a scrapple song?
I was just
Next week.
I was just seeing how close I could come to that. No, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to match that or not. All right, let's do this one. Hey, let me give a shout out to my friends, the Stiff Tones. I think they're in New Hampshire right now. We met them in Athens, Georgia, back in March, I think, whatever. They traveled. They're a husband and wife team that traveled the country in a hearse with 2 big German Shepherd dogs, and they have no. They just travel
They must really like each other.
show to show, and I mean, I tell you, if I was 20 years younger, I would probably be a little more jealous of them than I am, but I'm a little jealous of them as it is. But Rachel and Sean, the Stiff Tones, they'll be back through. I think they're up in New Hampshire right now. They're gonna be back through here in October. We got some shows scheduled with them. So.
Sweet. We will keep a lookout for them.
That sounds good.
All right, this is called Making Do. This is I've only ever co-written with one person ever, and that's my friend Joe McClellan I told you about at the Hobo Camp, and we wrote this called Making Do. So this is my stab at a rockabilly song, because I met Mark Murphy of the Straight Eights. Met him down at the mill a couple of months back, and inspired me to get a little rockabilly going here, so let's stab at that. I've been working on this car right every 2 weeks now. Good thing I know what I'm a-doing. Yeah, well, I could buy a new one, but anyhow, why let it go and go to ruins? Well, everybody wants to be on top. Yeah, that ain't me, and I'm glad it's not. I'm the kind that doesn't need a lot. I'm making do with what I got. Ain't no chairman of another, no CEO, yeah, but I can go anywhere I wanna go. Ain't sitting home waiting on no pot of gold, just getting by the only way that I know. Well, everybody wants to be on top, yeah, that ain't me, and I'm proud it's not. I'm the kind that doesn't need a lot. I'm making do with what I got. Well, you buy me a drink and you won't drink alone. You feast on pheasant, then throw me that bone. You're just a king till you fall off your throne. Then what you gonna do when that money's all gone? Everybody wanna be on top. It's just the way it is, it ain't never gonna stop. I'm the kind that doesn't need a lot. I'm making do with what I got. Got a leak and your house needs paint. A cold draft blowing through the window pane. Don't worry, baby, just understand. I'll be your handyman. Cause everybody wants to be on top. It's just the way it is, it ain't never gonna stop. I'm the kind that doesn't need a lot. I'm making do with what I got. I'm making do with what I got. I'm just making do with what I got.
Chet Nichols making do with what he's got, and what he's got is more than what you got.
That old Gibson rings out, doesn't it?
I stepped all over that thing because I was tired of waiting.
Chet muffled it before we jumped in, but it would have gone on for 5-10 minutes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's got some good sustain to it. That really does.
Yeah, that you and that guitar go well together.
Thank you.
Chet, we're talking about you writing songs, and when you get a song going and roughed out, is it like perfect right out of the gate, or is something you work with a little bit?
No, I got songs wrote 10, 15 years ago that I'll subconsciously maybe change as it goes along. Nah.
So it's not nothing like you look at it kind of, let's say, oh, I think I ought to do this, do that. You just sort of let how it feels.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, most of them are story based enough that I know the story. I don't have to tell it the same way every time. I can say it with a little different feel or different, maybe phrase something just a little different,
But when it's ready, you just got to say, okay, this thing's ready to go.
Well, Steve Earle always said, "Song's never ready until it's played in public." So,
Speaking of which, so you got a new song that you wrote yourself, and then you bring it to the band, and that must be fun for you to hear other instruments.
sure. Sometimes it'll end up a completely different song than what I brought.
So you just let them say, "Here it is," and they do things.
I'll run through it and get a feel for it, and they'll get a feel for it, and it'll kind of evolve from that.
Yeah.
Most of the time it stays close to it, but everybody has their little parts, and a lot of times I'll do them acoustically a little different than the band does them.
Yeah.
Maybe slower, maybe faster, maybe a different style, whole different style. I love doing that.
Well, fun to have a band to work with, I'm sure.
Yeah, it is. It is.
But as Kim and Bob said, you're a band in yourself when you're here solo.
Yeah.
So that's you got a great thing going, and we do want to get in a whole bunch of your music today because we're enjoying this so much. So whatever you have for us next, we'd love to hear.
Let's do this. Man, I saw on Facebook.
Whoa! You're gonna put a capo on that guitar?
I am gonna put a capo on.
You didn't warn us about that.
It's a red one, though.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's red. Totally okay.
It matches
Totally.
the guitar.
Okay, man. Okay. Hey, I named one of my dogs Capo. I got two dogs that called Capo and Tuner. All right, so, man, I don't know how long ago it was. A while back, I saw man, this is how stupid I am. I always thought a meme. I never knew what it was. I thought they were memes. I used to call them memes.
Memes.
People would look at me like, "What are you talking about, man?" I said, "Yeah, you saw that meme." What? It's a meme, dude. Oh, okay. Sorry, man. Anyway, it had Tom Waits. He says that I love beautiful melodies telling me terrible things, and I was like, oh my God, that's the song right there. There it came.
I mean, isn't
And I was
that
like,
basically this
but
whole
wait
show?
a minute, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Can I do that? That would be plagiarism, right? And I mulled over that thing for 4 or 5 years, I bet, man. Finally had enough people convince me, dude, that's not plagiarism. Just taking a line like that's not plagiarism. You can use that line. So I did. So I finally did. And then we got thinking, man, and we were sitting around one day and got thinking, well, what's he gonna do, man? Sue me? What's the worst thing that happen? He gonna sue me? He can gladly have like 0.0017% of a penny that I make on Spotify off it. I'll be glad to give him the royalties.
As soon as he sues you, all of a sudden everyone's streaming it on Spotify and everybody wins.
And that's what I'm saying. It's probably the best thing ever happened to your career, man. So write that song. So I wrote it, man. It's called Beautiful Melodies. All right. Let's
Tom
see.
Waits, we dare you to sue him.
Tom Waits, I dare you to sue me. But always dreamed of a better life. I'd be your man, you'd be my wife. We'd stand by each other forevermore. The seasons changed and the winds grew cold. That fire inside we could no longer hold. We said our goodbye, just walked out the door. And I didn't try, and you didn't try. And there was no urgency in chasing our dreams. There were no emergencies to teach us anything. Now we were just so young, we let it all slip away. Come what may, sit back and wait, see what tomorrow brings. Beautiful melodies saying terrible things. TV shows, magazines, acting out our favorite movie scenes. But when the credits rolled, well, it was all pretend. Looking back on it now, when the times got tough, we either said too much or didn't say enough. Till little by little, well, it was gone with the wind. 'Cause I didn't try, and you didn't try. And there was no urgency in chasing our dreams. There were no emergencies to teach us anything. No, we were just so young. Let it all slip away, come what may. Just trusting our fate and what tomorrow brings. Beautiful melodies saying terrible things. There was no urgency in chasing our dream. No responsibilities to teach us anything. No, we were just so young. We let it all slip away, come what may. Just trusting our fate and what tomorrow brings. Beautiful melodies saying terrible things. We watched all our friends fall in and out of love, but we swore that never happened to us, 'cause we would survive. You and me, we'd survive. But I didn't try, and you didn't try. And there was no urgency in chasing our dream. There were no emergencies to teach us anything, 'cause we were just so young. We let it all slip away, oh, come what may. Just trusting our fate and what tomorrow brings. It brought beautiful melodies saying terrible things. Beautiful beautiful melodies, saying terrible things.
Chet Nichols live here in the studio.
In the chat, Michael Paris says, "Love beautiful melody. Well done, Chet."
Thank you, Michael Paris. Hadn't seen him in a while.
Yep.
Good to hear from everybody, man. It's nice.
Chet, have you had vocal lessons?
No.
I was like, no.
Close the
No,
windows
I
and
was-
scream going down the highway at 80 miles an hour.
I was remarking to myself throughout that song that I could understand every word you were saying.
Every single word, every single lyric. I've not missed one.
Right, and so many people like Eddie Vedder comes to mind, on a wizard on a whale, and what the hell is he singing about? Just rah, 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 rah.
No clue.
Chet Nichols starts playing, and I can hear the story. I can see the story in my head because I'm getting every single word. Is enunciation the right word when you're singing?
Yes.
Is
I think that is.
pretty darn good. It goes along, as Kim was pointing out earlier, with your pretty clear and precise guitar playing.
Yeah, I've never had any vocal training, man. I sing like I talk.
Well, you talk purdy.
So I talk pretty, so I sing. Yeah, but I know exactly what you're talking about. And a lot of it falls under categories. I mean, if you listen to today's country music, I mean, every female sounds the same way. They got that same voice.
Yep.
Every male's got that same voice. I mean, oh my God, it's like, but then you hear them off, hear them talking.
Totally different.
You don't sound like that, dude. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an affectation. It's something that they're
And,
trying to do to fit
the
in.
grunge thing had that same thing going on. They all
Yeah.
had to have that same kind of, it's like, I don't. Nah, you can tell you what.
I would much rather hear the story that you're trying to tell me.
I like being me.
What-
So, for
when
better
you-
or for worse. That's,
When you write, Chet, are there any songs that you really want to write and they're hard?
that fell in that category of sitting down to write when you didn't have anything to write about. Those
Yep.
were hard.
Like when you feel forced to do it?
Yeah.
Have you ever had, I know I've had this happen, probably all of us had who are creative. You had the thing you really wanted to write about, and yet it just sat there and it didn't get done. You just couldn't get it done. Do you have any of those sitting on the shelf?
Not really.
Okay.
No.
I'm glad to hear that we're
If
getting,
the story's there and I'm willing to tell it,
okay.
I'm good for it. I'm good to go.
Are you willing to tell us another story?
If there's no story and it's just if I just got to come up with something like going to the grocery store, no, that's not gonna happen.
Okay.
That he's going to totally play that song next time he's on.
I'm
Past
gonna
the
have
He
a
is.
grocery. I'm gonna have a.
He's going to tell us terrible things in a beautiful
I'm gonna be
way
making
about the
notes on
grocery
every
store.
aisle. Oh yeah. All right. Well, look. But here's this will lead into this next one. One thing I have learned over the years, and I know I write story songs and I write a lot of serious stuff. You cannot, whatever your bread and butter is, get your point across, do it, but you can't ram it down people's throats. Well, me anyway. I try to write as many different styles of songs and different types of songs because I don't want to be so one-dimensional that I'm going to
Sure.
bore everybody to death. So sometimes you just got to write a party song. So
Yeah, you do.
Oh, wait. Do we have a party song
we
coming
got a
up?
party song.
All
coming,
right.
and it's a sing-along. So
Sweet.
it's called "Criminal for Your Love." Here you go. I'll be your doctor, baby, cure all your aches and pain. I'll be your medicine, I'll make you well again. I'll be your best friend, tell all your secrets too. I'll be your artist, baby, I'll paint the sky for you. I'll be a gentleman, I'll be so nice and sweet. So there's something more that you're looking for, you see a different side of me. I'll be a criminal for your love. Yeah, I'll be a criminal for your love. When push comes to shove, I put my dukes up like a lust-struck junkie can't get enough. When I'd rob, I'd steal like a lawless thug. I'll be the criminal for your love. I would. I'll be your driver, baby, you got somewhere to be. I'll be your headlights when it's too dark to see. I'll be your therapist, talk all your problems through. And I'll be your gardener, baby, grow pretty flowers for you. I'll be a gentleman, I'll be so nice and sweet. So there's something more that you're looking for, see a different side of me. I'll be a criminal for your love, yeah, I'll be a criminal for your love. Push come to shove, I put the dukes up like a love-struck junkie, can't get enough. I'd rob, I'd steal like a lawless thug. I'll be a criminal for your love. Woo. I'll be a criminal for your love, yeah, I'll be a criminal for your love. Push come to shove, I put my dukes up like a love-struck junkie, can't get enough. I'd rob, I'd steal like a lawless thug. I'll be a criminal for your love. I'll be your lawyer, baby, I come to your defense. I'll be your accountant too, keep up with all the money you spent. And I'll be your Boy Scout and I'll help you cross the street. At night I'll be your watchdog, baby, and lay right at your feet. I'd be so nice and sweet, I'd do anything for you. So if there's something more that you're looking for, ain't nothing that I won't do. I'll be a criminal for your love, yeah, I'll be a criminal for your love. When push come to shove, I put my dukes up like a love-struck junkie, can't get enough. I'd rob, I'd steal like a lawless thug. I'll be a criminal for your love. I'll be a criminal for your love. I'll be a criminal for your love. When push comes to shove, I put my dukes up. I'm like a love-struck junkie, can't get enough. When I rob, steal, a lawless thug, I'll be a criminal for your love. Yeah, I'll be a criminal for your love. Oh, baby, not criminal for your love. When push comes to shove, I put my dukes up. I'm like a love-struck junkie, can't get enough. I'd rob, I'd steal like a lawless thug. I'll be a criminal for your love.
Those folks at the Kraken next Thursday are going to be singing along.
That song's a hit there. You need to
Yeah,
make
you don't even need to know the
Yeah.
words that one. You just blah, 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 blah.
you need to make a video of that song. Every one of those,
There's little vignettes that you can fit
all
in.
those little things. See, Chet is a Boy Scout. Chet is a this. Chet is a that. That'd be a great video.
Oh, that'd be fun to make.
Yes, sir.
I want to be in that video. Like, let's just gather everybody
I
and do
think we
that.
should do it.
You can be the one he helps cross the street.
That I would love that.
There you go.
I'm the one who needs help crossing the street.
Do you do a lot? Do you do videos? Have you ever done that with one of your songs? Because a lot of your with the stories that you tell, they would translate really well to video.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not professional. We did one professional one. We did one at Barton College at the theater school there. The Go-Go Boots.
Yep.
Oh, that was
Oh,
fantastic.
that's a fun one.
Complete with go-go dancers, and that was a lot of fun.
I remember that. That
But you
was
know,
a heap of fun.
That 4-minute song. I mean, that was a day.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so I mean, you know, but yeah, we could take the phone and follow us around and do it. We could do one of those.
Well, if you ever get a mind to make a video of that song, Bob's niece is
Yeah, Dakota would shoot it for you.
Dakota is
Hey,
amazing.
sweet. Hey,
Yeah, she's great.
Well,
set
Chet,
it up. I will be here.
It looks like we've got time for probably one more song.
Okay, perfect. That is absolutely perfect because I got one more on here.
Right on. Well, good planning.
Speaking of Dakota, didn't she did a thing on the Kraken, did she?
She did the 50th anniversary video for the Kraken. It's like an hour-long video, and it is
I've watched that.
fantastic.
Really good.
It's really good. Yes.
Yes.
Sure have. Watch that, man.
So everybody, one more time about the Kraken. Stan Lewis and Chet will be out there on next Thursday, starting at
7:30 or 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
8. It's listed at 8.
Yeah.
Get there at 7:30.
Stan at 8, Chet at 9.
Yep. You
Going to
can
be
find
a big old time.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Do you know if they're doing outside or inside?
It depends on the weather. They were more than likely they would prefer to be outside.
I'd prefer to be inside.
They may listen to you, but I would count on it.
Or Hurricane Lee might have a say in
Might
that.
have
but-
something to say about that.
Well,
Chet, how about you?
That kind of goes two ways because if the weather's bad and you get to go inside, then that might keep people from coming out if the weather's bad. But
Well,
But I agree with you. When
I
you
like
get that,
vibe inside.
oh yeah, when you get
It's just-
a decent crowd on the inside place, it's a wonderful vibe. It's a
Yes, yes,
perfect
yes.
juke joint kind of a vibe.
You know, I did Jonathan Bird's thing twice inside,
Yep.
and that was just.
Yeah, there's nothing like that.
I did. Glenn Jones was doing a songwriter thing for a while.
Yep, briefly
Yeah.
there.
And we did it outside.
And you're right. It's a totally different vibe.
It's a different vibe.
Well, Chet, if
But either way,
you'd pick a song to bring us home.
all right, got it. This is called "Loving Better Times," so we can all could use that, right?
Amen.
My baby comes home from a hard day at work, hangs the apron on the chair, counts the tips, but they ain't nowhere near enough. The rent's past due, the cupboard's bare. The rent's past due and the cupboard's bare. Factory shut down about 4 months ago. I don't work there anymore. We're down and filed for unemployment. But they just showed me to the door. They just showed me to the door. 'Cause happy ever after never happens for us, like all those childhood nursery rhymes. All I wish for in this godforsaken world is to be in love in better times. To be in love in better times. Take for granted those pretty little things that we had. Then we blame someone else for those that we have not. Maybe we should just give up on all these crazy little dreams and just give thanks for what we got. Just give thanks for what we got. Happy ever after never happens for us, like all those childhood nursery rhymes. All I wish for in this dirty little world is to be in love in better times. To be in love in better times. And after a while, she just starts to smile. She looks at me, says, "Darling, don't worry, everything will be all right. One day we'll laugh when we look back on all of this, 'cause we'll be in love in better times." You bet you, darling. We'll be in love in better times. Yeah, but guess what? Happy ever after, well, it never happened for us, like all those childhood nursery rhymes. And I swear, all I'd ever wished for in this unforgiven world was to be in love in better times. You and me, baby, to be in love in better times. that feel just to be in love in better times.
Oh, dear listener, dear viewer, you have been enjoying Chet Nichols live here in the studio. The listeners,